What's up? This is Andy. I'm going to give you some of my favorite NHL selections today as we take on the house over at No House Advantage. Here's how this contest works. Well, first of all, No House Advantage is a great new fantasy platform that combines player props and fantasy and rolls it into one. And in this contest that we're taking part in today, the Verse the House contest, you just have to get 5 player props correct. And it could be across all sports. I'm going to be giving you NHL picks, but you can combine from other sports. If you get 5 right, you're going to net 21 times your money. It's fantastic. You should take advantage of the limited time offer that they have going on. And what is that, you ask? If you click the link in the description of this video, No House Advantage is going to match your first deposit up to $100. So if you put in 100, you get 100. You just got to use the link in the description of this video. All right, so some player props for this Thursday night. I'm going to start with our main man, Brad Marchand. He's going to be taking on the New York Rangers. The Bruins just played a game last night against the Islanders. He scored a beautiful power play goal. I think he's going to continue that offensive prowess, but he will benefit from some power play opportunities. And when you know you're playing a goalie like Shesterkin, you want to get as many pucks to the net as possible, and he's the kind of guy he'll drive to the front of the net. Doesn't matter how dirty he's got to get. I think he's a good bet to register over 2.5 shots on goal tonight. Then in the Toronto Maple Leafs game, I'm going to take the over half of a point on Michael Bunting. I talked about this the other night. That line has been extremely productive. I think maybe he was a little unlucky not to get on the score sheet the other night, but when you look at his line mates playing on that top line, there are ample opportunities. That team is scoring in bunches all of a sudden, and anytime the Maple Leafs start scoring in bunches, you want to see if you can attach yourself to one of those players. So I'm going to take the over half of a point on Michael Bunting. Now, the flip side of those Maple Leafs is they haven't really been keeping pucks out of their net. They gave up 4 the other night to Florida. They gave up 4 to the Bruins a couple days ago. They had to pull Matt Murray the other night. So if that's going to be the case, I'm going to take the over half of a point on Blake Wheeler, who's going to be playing in Toronto tonight. I think he's a good bet to register over a half a point. So I'll take the point for Blake Wheeler. And then lastly, I'm going to take the over 2.5 shots on goal for Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, who's probably second guessing signing in Columbus, but maybe not. Maybe he's just chasing that cash. But tonight they're taking on, he's chasing up to 21 times his money, like you could be too, here on No House Advantage. I'm going to take the over 2.5 shots on goal for Johnny Gaudreau. He's at home, but more importantly, it's about the opponent they're taking on. Anaheim, one of the worst teams in the league. I think there will be ample opportunities for Johnny Gaudreau, whether it's on the power play or at even strength, to get a few shots to the net. They really need to win. They've been getting kind of dominated. A lot of low held to 1 goal the other night, shutout last week. Scoring, it has not been easy for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So in an extremely winnable game, I think their top line, their top players are going to do a little bit more to try to get themselves on the score sheet. So I'm going to take the over 2.5 shots on goal for Johnny Gaudreau. And those are the picks that I got for you on this Thursday as we try to net up to 21 times our money. I'll be back with you next week for some more NHL selections. I'll be sure to subscribe to the Odd Shopper channel here, so that you always know when the latest video comes out. Turn on the notifications, do all that fun stuff, and I will be back with you next week. Take it easy.